Hey everyone, I am Manoj Kumar. Today in this session we will talk about consumer's equilibrium. In my previous video I had talked about this consumer equilibrium itself. We had seen what is meant by utility. We had seen what is total utility, marginal utility, and how a consumer reaches his or her equilibrium through total utility and marginal utility approach. Today, in this session, we will learn about consumer's equilibrium through cardinal utility approach, law of diminishing marginal utility, and this is for one commodity. We will try to understand what gives maximum satisfaction to the consumer. You must have heard that no one gives even ₹1 to anyone without any reason. For example, if we buy something for ₹999 and give 1,000, we take back the rest ₹1. The shopkeeper either returns ₹1 or instead of that ₹1, the shopkeeper gives us a toffee. We are not ready to pay even ₹1 extra. What we are looking for the value for the money that we are paying for the particular commodity. That is money worth. Whatever we are paying, we must get at least equivalent value to that. For example, if I am buying something for ₹10, in my opinion, in my view, in my perception, its value should at least be equal to 10. If its value is more than 10 and I am being asked to pay ₹10 only, then I will obviously buy it. If its value is equal to ₹10, then also I will buy it. But in my view, if its value is less than ₹10, then I am not going to buy it. How it happens, how it operates in the marketplace, we are going to see that only. So, today we will be talking about consumer's equilibrium. This is we are talking about one commodity that is known as LDMU, law of diminishing marginal utility. We already know that with consumption of each successive unit of a commodity, its marginal utility keeps falling. We have seen earlier. If we are having something, its utility is less. If we are not having something, its utility is more. What is generally known as ghar ki murgi dal barabar. So, what is this law of diminishing marginal utility? It states that with consumption of each successive unit of a commodity, its MU, marginal utility, keeps falling. We have seen earlier that if we study for 3 hours, we are most productive in the first hour. In the second hour, we are still productive, but its rate decreases. In third hour, we are least productive and we stop studying after 3 hours. We are already aware of that. Now, how does it operate? Let us try to understand it through this diagram. This is x-axis and we show quantity over here, and this is y-axis, we show marginal utility and price, where x is the commodity that we are talking about. Now, we know that marginal utility keeps falling with each successive unit of consumption of a particular commodity, and as we move to the right of the origin, the quantity increases, and as a result, this marginal utility has downward curve. And the price of a commodity remains constant at any given point of time. So, this is the price curve. This is the price curve. This is the point of intersection of MUX and PX. At this point of consumption, MUX is also here and PX is also here. Here MUX equal to PX. We draw a perpendicular from here on the x-axis. This is the equilibrium quantity for the consumer. Under this approach, what is the condition for equilibrium? What is the condition for equilibrium? The condition for equilibrium is MUX equal to PX. Marginal utility of the product must be equal to the price of the product. Or if we take this PX to the LHS, it becomes MUX by PX equal to MUM. This MUM is marginal utility of money, which is defined as the ratio of marginal utility of a product and price of the product. This marginal utility of money is defined as the ratio of marginal utility and price of the product. If, for example, the value of MUX is 20 and price is 4, in that case MUM equal to 5 by 1. This one has come for price and this 5 has come for marginal utility. So here in this equation, rupee 1 is giving us a marginal utility of 5 utils. So this is what is known as marginal utility of money. This is a representative figure. Commodities are available in the market for different prices, from rupee 1 to 100 to 1000, 1 lakh, 1 crore, 100 crores and all that. As I said earlier, we are looking for value for each money spent. Taking the example of the samosa that we had seen, a plain samosa is being sold for rupees 10 and a samosa with a piece of paneer is sold for rupees 14. So people are paying that 4 rupees extra because to their mind they are deriving more utility since the paneer is there. If the size of the paneer is reduced, people won't be ready to pay rupees 14 for that because they think that that samosa is not worth rupees 14. We had also seen the example of a bag which we are going to buy. Our budget is rupees 2000. If shopkeeper shows us a bag whose value to my mind is rupees 1800, the shopkeeper is asking for rupees 2000. So I am not getting value for my money. I will not buy that. If the shopkeeper shows me a bag whose value is 2200, 2200, as per my perception, in that case I will readily buy that. And again, if the shopkeeper shows me a bag whose value is rupees 2000 and he is asking for 2000, I will also be readily agreed to buy that bag. That is how it operates. So, the price that we are paying and the marginal utility that we derive, these two must be equal. I have given you examples. You can just think over it, and I think the concept is clear to you. Now, let us assume that we are here. The point of consumption is here. In that case, we draw a perpendicular, it cuts MUX here and it cuts PX here. So MUX is here and PX is here. So if we are anywhere left to the equilibrium quantity here, here, here or here, in that case MUX is greater than PX. At this point of intersection, which is equilibrium point, MUX equal to PX. If the point of consumption is here, in that case, price is here and marginal utility is here. So, marginal utility is less than price. Now, what is happening here? If we are at this point, MUX equal to PX, we are deriving as much utility as we are paying the price. If we are above this point, anywhere from here to here, in that case MUX is greater than PX. What does it mean? It means that we are paying less and getting more marginal utility. So, how the consumer will react? Obviously, consumer will increase the consumption. And if we are below this point, then we are paying more and getting less utility. So what will the consumer do? Consumer will decrease the consumption. So this is the condition. And what are the cases of disequilibrium? What are the cases of disequilibrium? The cases of disequilibrium are two, as you can see here. That is, MUX is greater than PX, and second is MUX is less than PX. So if the case is we are paying more, we are getting less utility. We are paying less, getting more utility. So in the first case, what will happen? The consumer will increase the consumption. As the consumer increases the consumption, marginal utility keeps falling and a point comes when MUX become equal to PX. If we go downwards, we increase the consumption, MUX will keep falling, and at this point MUX will be equal to PX and the consumer strikes his or her equilibrium. If we are below this point, we will reach here at equilibrium. As we go up, we decrease the consumption. When we decrease the consumption, MUX rises and a point comes where MUX equal to PX. So these are the two cases of disequilibrium, and we have to understand how will the consumer react. The point that we need to remember is, if we increase the consumption, marginal utility falls. If we decrease the consumption, marginal utility increases. And that is how the consumer reaches his or her equilibrium. And this portion, this area, this whole area is known as, consumer surplus. This is known as consumer surplus. So long as the consumer is in this area, he or she will increase the consumption. If he is down this point, then he will decrease the consumption. I hope you are able to understand how it works. Here through diagram, and I have given you examples from everyday life, how it works in our everyday life. Even if I am not a student of economics, I am a consumer and I can very well understand whether I am getting the value for my money or not. In my next video, I will talk about law of equimarginal utility, where the consumer consumes two commodities. This law of diminishing marginal utility is for one commodity. Thank you.